For your information, company registration with tax identification number is only 45,000 naira. Yes, you no longer 60,000. Yes, I'm running for 45,000 naira, and it's coming with tax identification number. Exactly, it's coming with tax identification number. So today I want to highlight a bit about the company registration under CAC. Yes, in light to what is happening currently in Nigeria, and also people who will be scared, who will be spared. I mean to say, who will be spared from the current taxation that is currently unfolding, which, according to information and the right information, Nigeria has signed an MOU with France, so that France will literally handle the soft taxation system for Nigeria. So, and this is literally a company dashboard where CS registration is being done. And as you can see, you will find out that there are different requirements. One of these, I had to use my this thing to cover the detail. One of them is company detail. This is literally where you impute the detail of the owner of the company. Okay, then you will now see the part of article of association. Article of association is where everything that will be going on in the company is being, yes, I mean the lawful things that will be going on in the company will literally be written to show. Do you understand? Like when you come to a company, the way the shares, the extent of sharing the shares, you understand, who gets the higher percentage of the shares, you understand, all those internal things that regulates the company. This is literally where it's going to be tabled down. Now this place is object of memorandum. Object of memorandum, literally the things that will be done in the future when the company comes into existence, you understand. And according to what you're going to be imputing in this object of memorandum, you're not expected to exceed more than what you're going to impute here. Exactly. This is where companies will literally be having issues, especially when you register through someone who is not experienced, who is not enlightened about this registration. Yes, because since registration is just like certificate when you come out from university or your WAEC, depending on the level of education you have. Depending on the WAEC result you're coming out with, if the subjects you did while in the secondary days is mainly art-related subject, that means you're automatically focusing to go and do an art-related course in the university. The same thing applicable to science. Or do you understand? And literally, you're not expected to exceed within those kind of courses you did in the secondary days. Do you understand? The same thing is applicable to Nigerian army and police, though they can collaborate. You understand? But you cannot see a military man wearing a soldier clothes. Do you understand? I mean, police, a soldier, an army, navy, or air force wearing a police uniform. They are black upon black. You understand? Doing the work of a policeman. You understand? They can collaborate through JTF. You understand? But they cannot work as a police. Police, they have their own work. They have their own tasks. That is also the same thing applicable to object of memorandum. Object of memorandum is literally letting the public understand what your company is to offer. Do you understand? And anytime you exceed, someone can tell you on it. Do you understand? So this part is a very, very important part, which you should literally go to someone who is experienced in registration to avoid mistake. And had I known, then this part is the part where you will impute the director and the secretary. Then the shares of capital is this one. Is the number 5 shares of capital. The way the shares will be shared, the director, the secretary, blah blah blah. Do you understand? Exactly. So then we'll see the part of PSC, person with significant control. That's literally where you will impute the person that will have the upper hand in the company shares. Do you understand? You know, when CSC is being registered, when CSC is being registered, you understand? You will just be feeling like just a normal thing. You just impute. Do you understand? Yes. Do you understand? But when time will come, do you understand? Person where you don't do shake banza. You understand? The person will use this place now and sue you to court. And you know, in court there is no emotions. Emotion doesn't count. It's a law that counts. Do you understand? It's true that things are most time they are doing abracadabra. You understand? Depending who has the upper hand. You understand? If you are like us that don't have the upper hand, my brother, you understand? They're going to do you, even though you have upper hand, still remember that nobody is indispensable. So you literally just need to be very, very careful in doing these things. Do you understand? Nice one. Then we have the statement, the number 7, the statement of what? Let's get to that point. Let's get to that point. This thing will not go. Let's save and continue. Let's save and continue. Yes. Let's save and continue. So that it will keep going and get to the 7th one, so that we'll see what is written there. Okay, all these parts, they've all been filled. Okay, and I use my detail to cover it so that I will not be exposing my. Okay, so let's check. Okay. PSC and statement of compliance. Okay, statement of compliance. This is literally where you will impute the detail of. Anyway, let me literally stop it here. Anyway, let me say it. It's where the detail of the person that this registration should be imputed. Should in case there's any need to call the person. To come answer for any particular thing. Do you understand? If you don't know how to do registration, don't say let you go and try, because you will go and enter query, because all this is I'm covering here. Do you understand? If you don't know it, you go there and mess up and go and feel rubbish, and they will query you, and by the time you're done with the query, you know what's up. So to be at the safer side, just call on these numbers I'm going to drop on the screen now. Yes, to be at the safer side, just call these numbers to register your businesses with to register your business with company. You understand? Yeah, let me shorten the. Okay, yeah, 070-382-94174. Okay, either you call me through this number or you can also reach out to me 081-251-31516. Okay, these are the numbers. Do CAC, do register your company, register your businesses with someone who is experienced to avoid hard I know, no, to avoid hard I know. Even some lawyers, do you understand? Yes, if they're not experienced in registration, they went to school. Oh, you understand? They answer, they represent someone in all these things. Do you understand? But if they're not experienced in registration, do you understand? They will make mistakes. Me, I don't get experience. Now why they now why they tell you? You understand? You don't get time where I been go Lagos State, our general office. I was surprised to find out that one of our support. You understand? There were still some things I would mean that is from a very far state. There were still some things I was trying to brush him up. You understand? So that he will literally understand this and avoid query. Do you understand? You know, if you don't have good experience, if you don't have good knowledge on it, you're going to make a hell lot of mistakes, and you're going to answer query. Most of the time, when you answer queries to resolve issues, it used to take time, and some of the queries itself, you can just leave. The money where you go spend money like this, and you go to spend. Nobody knows who. If to say if you don't answer that query finish, whether that query no come out, because they will not proofread everything, they will not review everything you've done and bring out all the queries. Is any point they find query, they will query you. If you resolve that query, they will go to the next interface, and now like that. If to say you still they get query, yeah, don't finish. Yes, and according to the NTA, that's Nigerian Tax Act, people, business owners who have registered their businesses under company and whose revenue or profit by the end of the year is not up to 100 million are literally spared, because when you check the allowable expenses that will be involved, and when the revenue you generate, according to small income earning revenue you generate within the year, it's not up to 100 million, you're literally advised to follow through company.